Hi, I'm Adrianne, and I'm the artist behind PonnoPozz. I tell people my art is colorful maximalism, which is a term I made up. Maximalism simply because, you can never have enough or too much. I feel like, minimalism just doesn't express me properly, and I've always loved color as a little kid too. My favorite color was yellow, and I would color all the time and, always want to be making art. And, over the years as I got older, I obviously lost that. This art thing didn't come naturally. I fought it pretty hard. For me, being an artist was never an option because it just didn't seem credible and it didn't seem like a viable way to make a living. Culturally, I thought of starving artists and I didn't really want to do that. I mean, especially when I was graduating college, I wanted to climb up the ranks, work at a company, be somebody, maybe have my own design company and make big money. That's what I thought success was. When I got to Google, and it was a great job and it's a great company, but I still felt like something big was missing. And to me, that was a big indicator that there's more and something's wrong. So after I ended up quitting and moving back to Chicago and starting to paint, it really felt like something was coming out of me that was maybe who I've always been. But the day PonnoPozz, the art, became real was I decided I was going to take all this work that I had made over the past several months and hang it up in my empty apartment. What better way to see if this is something people like? And I had an art show in the studio apartment when it was empty, and so many people came that were friends and family, but so many people from the neighborhood showed up that I didn't expect. And that day proved to me that I'm an artist and I can totally do this thing. So PonnoPozz is actually named after two imaginary friends I had as a kid named Ponno and Pozzer. They were actually little dolls that I would carry around and give personalities to. And I knew that I wanted to name my business after them because I wanted to get away from my corporate self and back into the weird artist self that I actually am. It's really fulfilling to know that people like the work I'm making. I think the work does bring a lot of happiness to people just because maybe it is nostalgic or youthful or reminding them of a time where there were no rules. A big problem I see with owning the business is adults that just think everything in here is for kids, which makes a lot of sense. Kids they're learning and exploring and they love color and they haven't conformed to what society wants yet. And I always get a little sad when adults say that to me because I agree. I think the brand is perfect for kids, but it's also perfect for adults. And if you like it, it's perfect for you. I had an art show in a moving truck in August. I realized I loved decorating the interior of the Penske truck and how cool it would be to actually finally have a space. This space was available around the time I was looking, and it was the only space I visited. And I loved it so much, I signed a lease right on the spot. And I knew I wanted a place where I could make it my own. So I painted all the walls, I hung up all of my art, and then I curated an experience with other makers in Chicago and elsewhere. And the studio and store was born. And I think art is perfect for me because I don't like rules and I don't follow them, and I want to do whatever I want and feel freedom. And when I make art, that's how I do feel free. I should have never thought that being an artist was less than, because it's actually brave to be an artist, to put something out there that didn't exist.